I wanted to kind of forgive my dad for casting me out after I married as a non-Jew. And that happened, and it wouldn't have happened unless I'd gone to India with the Real Marigold Hotel.
Yes, of course. But you had been to India before, hadn't you? You had visited there, but this was clearly going to be a very different experience for an entire month with celebrities, people that we all know, that you wouldn't have necessarily maybe known before.
I didn't know anyone except Lionel.
I happened to bump into Dennis Taylor in the corridors before the show. He was on Good Morning Britain, just ahead of us. And I loved the fact that you were really chuffed to meet him, being a snooker fan to begin with, and then to get to spend time with him. He says the Northern Irish humour, it's a good thing, you know.
I couldn't get over being with Dennis because he's one of my heroes. I love snooker. I've listened to him for years commentating. And to hear his voice right next to me, cracking one Irish joke after another and having us all in stitches, I couldn't believe it. I kept thinking, this is Dennis Taylor. I was so thrilled, you know. And he and I got on very, very well. And we have done since. We're still in touch. And he got me tickets for the Masters so that I could see Ronnie, because Ronnie's also my hero, Ronnie O'Sullivan. So yeah, we're good mates.
That's wonderful. So off the back of this experience, is it something that you would have considered doing, to retire to somewhere like India? Is it something that you think you could do?
Well, I love India so much. I'm besotted with India. And I think that if I didn't have 11 grandchildren and another one on the way, I would find it as easy as pie to retire there. Because the life, the culture, the climate, the food, everything is something that, you know, I really find very easy. But right at the end of the trip, and I don't know whether it'll ever be shown, but I find my idea of paradise, my dream come true on a kind of beach, only a mile from Kochi, where we were living. And I thought, yeah, I could do this. I could spend 4 months a year here.
Yes, of course.
And it was just paradise.
In what way? Just how it looked, how it felt?
Well, it was on a long beach, very, very, you know, a typical tropical beach, lots of white sand and turquoise sea, a bungalow, like only 20 feet from the water's edge, very quiet, tranquil, peaceful, and I thought, yeah, I could chill here.
Yeah, I think I could
chill here.
I'm sure you get asked this constantly, Miriam, and I'm looking at you now. You're such an inspiration. You look fantastic. You're busier than you've ever been, as you said. You feel in your mind and your body like you did in your 20s.
Yes.
What is the secret, Miriam?
I think exercise is the secret of life. So I exercise every day. I walk everywhere. And I do intense exercise. I do spurts, you know. I've got a spinning bike. And I do intermittent high intensity 3 times a week. I go to the gym once a week. No sugar. That's
where I'm going wrong.
You know, it's not a recipe for everybody, I don't think. I just find that it works for me. And, you know, as far as, you know, my face is concerned, I think I've been blessed with good genes. All my aunts had wonderful complexions. But I think the most important thing, if I could give one beauty tip.
Yes, please.
Is you've got to wear a sunblock every day, because it's the sun that does the damage. It's the sun that causes wrinkles.
All day, every day, regardless of the weather. I think that's always the thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. A sunblock under your makeup. I think that's one of the major things.
And you said your hands as well, didn't you?
Oh, on the back of your hands too. Yes, because, well, I'm a gardener, so these get exposed and you get age spots. So on the back of your hands. And I think the other thing is, from the point of view of looking young, you've got to be a bit careful. You know, your hairstyle is important because it gives an immediate impression of whether you're, you know, you're in the swing of things or you've taken a back seat. So I think you should have a kind of, you know, a loose kind of...
We've got Jamie in today. I'll ask him about that as well. Miriam, it's so lovely to see you. Thank you so much, honestly.